So Shawn, did you want to just open it up and then I'll share my screen with your poem on there.
Okay, yeah. So, hello everybody. My name is Shawn, Area 8. I wanted to say it's great to see all the faces still going strong. We decided we're gonna do a theme next month. It's gonna be a Halloween theme. Also want to try to challenge you guys to try to find a good, appropriate poetry book to bring to the session next month. So if you can find something that you like that's appropriate for everybody, you should bring it to here instead of writing the poem, so then you can see some of the good work out there. We have our next session will be October 18th, right? Emil, we're on the 18th, right?
Yes, Monday, October 18th.
So you have a good close to a month and a half, or at least a half a month, to be able to come up with a poem book. It's very easy. You can find one at the library, something small, simple. It doesn't have to be big. I was trying to do that this month, but due to some technical difficulties this month.
See. I only know I made poems, but I never read them in a book.
Yeah, there are some good books out there. Some nice, powerful books that are appropriate. You know, like good authors. There's a lot of good authors. I think you can find them on Toodle or something like that. Just look it up on your phone later and say what kind of thing you would like, because that's what I wanted to do, was challenge you guys to try to find a book that you all would like to read, like out of a page out of the book. We're gonna have, like I said, October 18th, we're gonna have poetry, and it's gonna be a Halloween theme since it's so close to Halloween.
So should it be like anything like about Halloweenish thing? Like
that would work.
Yeah, so you could do a Halloween themed poem, or if you can find a book that has a Halloween poem in it, that would be great too. Shawn, I don't know if you could just send over some suggestions. So any authors that typically write poetry books, or any like maybe a few of your favorite poetry books, and then I can put them with the registration, and the other athletes on the call can look at those as examples.
I think there was one that I really liked that's about a cat. It's I can't think of the author. It was about a cat, and I was looking it up before I lost my phone, and I thought it was really cool. That's one of the things. And then I think you got Jack Skeleton poem that I saw on this website too. If Cindy can type it in, there's a website, but I don't know what it's called. She showed me the website, but I forget what it was called. Cindy introduced me to the book site.
Awesome. Thank you, Shawn.
You're welcome.
All right. So should I go ahead and share my screen?
Yep, we'll be good.
Awesome. And let me know if you can see this.
Yep. So here was a poem that I wrote about fall, since we're now in the fall weather. This is how it goes. It's like, I like to look at the trees and the beautiful colors around me. I feel the fall breeze, which sometimes makes me sneeze. You can hear the fall sounds as you walk around, and hear the acorns hit the ground. The fall weather is what I like the most. You don't need a coat.
Nice job, Shawn.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. I hope you all liked Shawn's poem. And then I'm going to switch back to the gallery view, and then we're gonna go ahead and share. So I have a poem this week that I'm going to share, and then I will turn it over to you guys. I'll call on you. So mine is called The Dancer. I love dancing. When I start to dance, I feel as if the earth tickles my feet. I am a dancer of accordions, trumpets, maracas, drums, and tambourines. I'm a wind dancer, a rain dancer, a bird dancer, a worm, a top dancer. I like to dance at all times. I like to salsa and jazz too. If I'm asleep, I'm dancing with my dreams. The end. Awesome. Thank you for the snaps. All right. So next up on my screen, I have Kevin. Kevin, did you want to share with us today? You're muted. Hold on. Can you unmute? There we go.
Right here. Yeah, so today I have a sports one. Yeah, because there's a lot of sports in the fall. So here I go. Sports inspire us to compete. Winning over losing is much more sweet.
Nice job, Kevin.
Yeah.
And you're right. I feel like the sports have really picked up this fall. All right. Next on my screen, I have Adita.
Okay, the beach. Come to the beach where the sea is blue and little white waves come running at you. A wave comes splashing over your toes. You just stand still and away it goes. We'll build a castle down by the sea and look for shells if you'll come with me.
Great job, Adita. Thank you for sharing. Next on my screen, I have Cindy. Cindy, did you want to share? You're muted, Cindy. There we go.
My special Olympic family means so much to me. I find myself blessed to be among the best. The family has gathered to celebrate what matters. We all win when love is in the wind.
Nice job, Cindy. I love that. It's so true. Next up, I have Dylan.
Ode to magic. What I love is putting on a show because magic is something I want to know. I pull rabbits out of a hat. I even get cards out like that. I bet magic is the best seller, like to Man Named Penn and Teller. I would say abracadabra and hocus pocus. Magic gives a lot of focus.
Nice job, Dylan. Was that original one?
It's another one I made up.
Awesome. Nice job. Thanks for sharing.
I like that one.
Next up, I have Katie McGee. You're muted, Katie.
Okay, I have one called the Thin Man. I know a man who is so thin you'll never know which room he's in. He looks just like a walking stick. Near him a fishing pole looks thick. The slightest breeze will blow him down. He has no shadow on the ground. Come meet him now while he's still here. No, wait, I think he's disappeared.
Nice job, Katie.
Thank you.
Thanks
Yeah.
for sharing.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I have Michael.
I curve in cursive with my feet, looping of my letters around the rink. My blades shape lines in poetry all by themselves. I do not think of how to rhyme or what to say. I let my ice skates write today.
Nice job, Michael.
Thank you.
That was great. Stefan, did you want to share today?
Okay, this is all about positivity. Sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle of everyday life. Keeping our heads above water amidst and all the struggle and strife. It is only when we take a step back and objectively as possible observe that positive attitude brings us joy and happiness, which we deserve. There is quite a bit of truth that is all about the attitude, how simple smile can affect our frame of mood, our minds. So although it can be difficult at all times, as you walk along the way, I feel it is important to infuse a positivity in your days.
Nice job, Stefan. I love how you're sticking with the positivity theme.
Yep, I got that on Google.
Great job. Thanks for sharing. Next up, I have Amy. Amy, did you want to share with us? You're muted. Did you see a message pop up to unmute? There you go.
I'm muted.
You're
I
good.
just my book of poems a chance. Not the time ago, I was in a girl. Okay. Keep a poem in your pocket and a picture in your head, and you'll never feel lonely at night when you're in bed. A little poem will sing to you, a little picture bring to you. Just in dreams to dance to you at night when you're in bed. So keep a picture in your pocket, a poem in your head. You'll never feel lonely at night when you're in bed.
Great job, Amy.
I did it.
One. And I love how you have your folder nice and organized.
This is from when she was in elementary school. We found it and she found that poem in there with her other one.
Yeah, we did.
Gosh, that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep sharing some from that folder. That's great.
Okay. Good job.
I did a good job your time.
Next up on my screen, I have Jane. Jane, did you want to share with us today? You're muted.
You mean me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What's that read? Umbrella Academy. It is so cool how I wonder if many people in the world had magic power like Vanya on Umbrella Academy. She is the most powerful of all her brothers and sisters, and no, Allison is powerful, but not like Vanya. And number 5 is powerful in his own way.
Great job, Jane.
Another one.
Thank you for sharing. You have another one?
Yeah, but this one is it won also, but not like Umbrella Academy. How hurt I am not for coming so far in trying out in tryout camp in bowling. I wanted to go again to national. I really enjoyed and had fun in 2018 national. It hurt not making the team, but Special Olympic is hot and my second family.
Nice job, Jane. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right. Next up, I have Kimmy. Kimmy doesn't have anything to share with us. All right. And Kimmy, if you can stay on the call after this, I just want to talk to you about Sona Move. Okay. All right. Awesome. And then I think the last person is Brandon Gift. Brandon, did you want to share with us today? Are you there, Brandon? Oh, I think he hopped off. All right. I believe I got to everyone. I see Cindy's comments in the chat about Pinterest having poems.
That's the one that she sent me to.
Okay, that's the app, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Awesome. And then Shawn, if you have any authors or anything that come to mind that specialize in poetry books, like I know Shel Silverstein's a good one. If you have any others, then I could put that together for this group with the registrations. That way there's some examples. Otherwise, you can do Halloween theme.
You do have Dr. Seuss. And there's I think there's the Book of Hercules. The Disney version was
I lost the thing on the road.
No worries, Brandon.
But I didn't have anything, but I'm definitely, because I've never written like stories, I think since I was in school, but I've been trying to work on it though. I was talking to my fiance to work on that.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Brandon.
Good luck.
All right. So then, Shawn, I am going to turn it back over to you. Did you want to read your poem on last time for the group?
Sure.
All right. Let me share my screen again.
I like to look at the trees and the beautiful colors around me. I feel the breeze, which sometimes makes me sneeze. You can hear the fall sounds as you walk around and hear the acorns hit the ground. The fall weather is what I like the most. You don't need a coat.
Nice job. Thanks for sharing that again.
So I wrote that poem because I was thinking about how the fall weathers, I really find it really smoothing and really peaceful, as much as they're a pain in the butt to clean up. I love looking at them from the trees. Sometimes we drive around, me and my family drive around and we look at the trees. And that's why I made that poem. I thought, wow, let's do a fall theme. Since yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the other day was officially the day of fall, first day of fall. And that's why I thought, let's do a fall theme.
Awesome. Thank you.
I wasn't sure if I lost you.
No, you're there.
Okay.
Well, thank you for sharing with the group. Did you have any other words of wisdom before we sign off?
I want to say that when you actually decide to write a poem, you don't need to be judgmental about it. It's about what you feel at the moment and what you think at the moment. That's how a lot of original poets, there you go, the words poets, have had come up with their own poems. A lot of people think that you gotta take time to write a poem, which sometimes you do, but then there's sometimes it just comes to your mind. And when it does come to your mind, it's like, wow, did I actually just think about that? And therefore, that's why I say it's how you feel at the moment and how you really feel most of the time. I've been writing poetry, and by writing poetry again has been making me really feel peaceful with myself and around others. And I'm not saying I'm not a peaceful guy. I just sometimes people just like all people get annoyed with other people. But it's about how you make the moment of life, and that you have to be able to enjoy it because you only get one life.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that with us. Does anyone have any questions for Shawn? No, I don't see any questions. All right, well, Shawn is going to give us all the code word for mindfulness today, which will be treated as a bonus point because we're doing the weekly sessions on Wednesdays and the yoga counts as mindfulness. So this is just an extra bonus point to go toward your total for your fall incentives. And then the session 9 and 10 the session 9 and 10 incentives will be mailed out tomorrow. So be on the lookout for those coming in the mail within the next few days. Sorry everything took so long. So thank you for being patient, and those will be in the mail. But Shawn, I'm going to turn it back over to you for the code word.
Before I give out the code word, one last thing I want to say before I give out the code word. Make sure you follow the Total Body Challenge from now until the end of the month, because I talked to Miss Melia about a special surprise, and it's looking like we might be able to get the special surprise, but you have to do all the other work too. Just wanted to give you guys that heads up. There's something cool due to our close to 1 year anniversary of doing poetry that I came up with. Now, therefore, I want to give you everybody the code word. The code word is fall. Did everybody hear that? Because it looks like I'm skipping. Yeah, there you go. Fall. F-A-L-L. It looks like I'm skipping, so I'm sorry if nobody can hear me right away.
No, you're good. And I think we heard you very clearly. And I did type the code word in the chat as well.
Okay.
So thank you everyone for being on the call. And Shawn, thank you so much for all your hard work with this. And hope to see you all on Wednesday evening.
See you Wednesday.
Have a good night. Bye.
Wednesday. Bye.